Welcome back to the RC How-To Playlist with your host, me, Honda Dash. And this channel covers a lot of things such as video game walkthroughs, how-to videos such as Minecraft and RC vehicles. And as always, this channel is dedicated to you, the fans and subscribers that make Honda Dash Productions possible. Today, we're going to be talking about how to install your AARMS for the rear of your Traxxas Slash 1/10 model, Stampede, and Rally. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're going to be replacing the stock AARMS on my Traxxas Slash four-wheel drive here with these, the RPM part number 80709. Now, as you can tell here, they are made of a lot more different material, a lot more tougher, more sturdier, but they're not indestructible. But they do have a lot more tendency to last a lot longer. And so these ones here you can buy at your local hobby store for around I think about $11.95, $12 at your local hobby store. You can find them online, but like I said, always is to go to your local hobby store and support them. I support Hooked Hobbies in RC in Long Beach, Washington. They're great people. You should definitely go in there and stop in. They have great personalities. They know how to answer your questions, and they can get you really interested in the hobby. So let's start installing these today. Okay, so the tool we're going to be using today is lubricant. We're going to be using a 2.5 and a 2mm hex. One way with a 7mm head on it. Okay, so the first step is to actually remove your back tires. Now I'm using my HPI 4-way that I use for my nitro, and you want to do is you want to use the 7mm on them. Okay, now that you've loosened your tires up, it's a good idea to take your tires off and put them under the rear of your car itself. Now, in my case, I have Monster Jam Traxxas on, so I don't really need to put a whole bunch of tires, equivalent of 2 tires, regular tires in my bumper. Okay, so next step is to take the bumper off itself. Now, in my case, I have rear anti-sway bars in the back, so I have to take those off. In order to do that, I'm going to need to use my 2.5mm hex and remove these bolts here. The next step is to actually remove these 2 screws that are located here and here, and get those off as well. Okay, so once you get those screws on the top done, flip the car over, and then see the bottom side here, you're going to use your 2.0 here and take out these screws that are directly right here. Once those screws are removed, move on to the next step. Okay, now you have those 2 screws out of there removed. All you gotta do left is to bring down here, and there should be a screw that's right back here, and this will be a 2.0 screw. Once you remove that, the whole bumper should come right off. Now you have all the screws removed. All you have to do is just pull the bumper off, just like that. Comes off, and set that aside over here. Make sure you don't lose that screw that came out of there as well. The next thing you need to do as well is this piece should come off right there. Remember how that goes on. It's pretty simple to remember. Then also you need to take your pliers here, pull on that pin, pull that out just like that. Make sure you keep that aside somewhere where you don't lose it. All these things are very vital to not losing. Pull that one out just like that. And we'll move to the next step. Okay, with the pins removed that are right here and here, next thing you do is remove the bottom of the shocks here. And in my case, I have the rear sway bars, so I have to remove these pieces as well. Now, in order to do that, it should be a 2.0 hex, so let's get those taken off. Okay, now that you have the bottoms of your shocks removed, and if you have the Slash Ultimate, or you did the upgrade yourself, remove the rear sway bar linkage to the AARMS, next thing to do is take your 2.5mm and remove the hinge pin that's right here. And once you remove that, we'll get to the next step. Okay, so when you take the hinge pins, all you have to do is unscrew them a little bit, and then you should just pull right out. Just like that. Once that's pinned out, your AARMS should just lift right out. Just like that. Okay, when putting your AARMS back on, it's important to note that do not get ahead of yourself, don't rush, because there is something that can seriously screw up your day if you put all your AARMS back on and you suddenly find out that, for example, if you put your AARMS back on and then these axles right here aren't spinning right, almost like they're rubbing, it's because you put them on backwards. Not backwards, I mean, you put them on the right way, but you didn't put them on the right side. Now, RPM makes it very awesome for us. They actually put on here, if you can see, there's an R and there's an L on this side. So what that means is, when you put them on the right side, you have these axles right here that are spinning. Now, if you put them upside down, you're gonna have your axles spinning on this round edge that's right there, if you see what I'm talking about. So it's important that when you put it on, there's a groove right there That makes it so the axle can spin nice and freely in there. So with that in mind, all you have to do now is to put these back on the correct way and just do it in the reversal process of how I showed you. So basically starting with putting this back on, for example, and then putting your hinge pin back in, and then putting your shocks and your sway bars on if you already have those, then put the pin in, and so on and so forth. So all you have to do is reverse this video, or if you know how to put it on, remember how the video went, then you know how to put them back on the correct way.
Okay, so I'll wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Also, check me out on my Google+, my Twitter, and my Facebook page. And also, my new Facebook page is RC Electric Nitro Enthusiasts. Go on there and post whatever you'd like. It's a forum, so you can help out anything like that, videos or showing off your cars. Please also check out my featured channels, Zico League, and also my new main man, Mabro Moose. Alright, so this is on Dash, signing out.
If you'd like to leave any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the section down below. Also, if you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Also, I greatly appreciate it if you do watch my videos, please hit that like button as well. If you'd like to contact me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.